Well, as you know, we've got a condo bloodbath going on here in Toronto. There is blood running on the streets. People are walking away from hundreds of thousands of dollar deposits on pre-sale bills that are now coming due. And as a result of them coming due, they have to come up with the balance of the money, either that or take out a big mortgage, etc. But the problem is, of course, that they bought these properties years ago at a price per square foot that the market no longer supports. They've paid probably $1,300, $1,400 a square foot, and the current going rate is $900 a square foot. So by buying these properties, they're actually doubling down on their losses. So that's interesting enough. But what does this mean for the long-term viability of the condo market, and where are we going with this? Well, there's been a twist. As the condo developers are been left hanging in the wind here, unable to sell new developments, having people straight backing out of existing agreements, and a lot of liabilities out there, they are now switching and pivoting largely to purpose-built rental units. So these properties, of course, are not nearly as profitable for the condo developers. The condo developer really wants to build the property, sell the property, take the money, do it again, over and over and over again. Whereas in a purpose-built rental market, of course, you get a trickling of money. You build the property, huge capital outlays, and then you rent the properties out, which means that you're gradually and slowly getting paid your money back. And because it's gradually and slowly, you can't do this as fast or as readily as you'd ever want. Well, one of the things that's happened over the last few years is, and indeed is happening right now, is we've seen more condo developers building purpose-built rental units than condos for sale units. That's right. The tide has turned. So there's now actually more purpose-built rentals going into construction than there are for sale. And that is a direct reaction to a couple of things. One, a housing glut in terms of the condo sales. Two, some incentives by the federal government to make these rentals tax-free, HST-free. And three, the fact that we have a growing population base, so those people are going to need more properties. So what does this mean for the future of condos here in Toronto and really across Canada, because this is a national-wide program? What it means is that you're likely to see more decreases in the rental rates. In other words, rents are going to continue to drop. Now, here in Toronto, they've dropped for 6 consecutive months. Okay, so they're actually down 3% over last year. So what you're probably going to end up seeing is rents continue to come down. Now, as the new condos for sale purchase, as that inventory starts to dry up, and we're a long ways away from it, folks. I'm not saying anytime soon. Okay, we have 75% of all the properties on the market in the GTA are condos. We have a lot of inventory out there to chew through. But as that inventory starts to get purchased up, bought out, okay, there's not going to be a continuing supply of new product, which means ultimately, maybe 2, probably 3, definitely 4 years from now, you'll ultimately see a real spike in sale prices of condo units, particularly here in Toronto. You're going to see a real bullish run. Condo sale prices will go for a run, but not for another 2-3 years.